we have very special interview with a very famous guy in Steam blockchain. So he is the creator of very famous application now called Partiko. So hello.
Hi, Clicks. Hi, everyone. This is Sita. I'm the developer of Partiko.
Cool. So how we can find you on Steam blockchain?
My name is crypto.talk. So you guys can search me, search crypto.talk for me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. So tell me, please, how did you find about Steam blockchain for the first time?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question. So I first got into crypto, first got into Bitcoin in 2016. And we all know Steam, the Steam blockchain was also created in 2016. So I found about Steam, in late 2016, but I didn't take a close look until early 2018. I'm a content creator. I was looking for ways that I can monetize my content, and then I found about Steam, and just really fascinated by the delegated proof of stake system. So, and then I started creating some content, and I started to think about how I can make it better.
Yeah, interesting. So what do you think about Steam blockchain?
So obviously it's very it's superior in a lot of ways compared to like traditional, like second generation of blockchain. I think I'm a product person, and so I tend to think about things from the user experience perspective. Steam or dedicated proof of stake, it allows you to maintain an account very easily. And you can actually send and receive crypto using your username. I think that's really fascinating. A whole lot easier than addresses. That's usually like 30, at least like 20 characters or something. So and also transactions are pretty fast, and it usually takes 3 seconds, and there's no transaction fee. I think those are all all the main things that attracted me. And although we're still seeing a lot of problems, I think there's still a lot of problems around like user onboarding. It's not just about getting an account. It's about telling people what to do and telling people how to engage with the community. So, and that's also something we're working on at Partiko.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, let's move to you and tell me, please, about your skills. So, what are your skills and things that you do well in your life?
Oh, okay. I guess I like making products. I guess. I think if you ask me one thing that I want, that I want to show off to people, right? I guess I've been doing mobile development for almost 9 years now. So previously I did all the Android stuff. That's why I was able to make Partiko Android, very user friendly, and also I started doing iOS starting late last year. So I'm kind of a like full stack in a mobile technology. So and also paying a lot of attention to details. I know I've seen so many people that they just give up so easily on the details. Like usually it takes you like hours, even days of polishing before you can get a really nice product. Even if you get very little things wrong, people will notice. So I think I'm also pretty good at that. And that's also something I'm pretty proud of. And also, I guess after I started doing Partiko, I also started to develop a lot of communication skills. Basically, all the articles that Partiko announces are written by me. So I'm also developing a lot of communication skills.
Yeah, that's great. And how did you come with the idea of creating Partiko?
Yeah, it's actually very simple. So we found about Steam, and we realized, oh, this is something that people, like real people, are using, and this is also something that that's actually very popular within the crypto space. It's not very straightforward when you look at coin market cap, because it's only like 40, sometimes even 50 plus like place in the market cap, but a lot of people are using it. And I was thinking, how can I make this experience better? So obviously mobile was the thing that that's still needs improvement. There was a mobile app like eSteam when I found out Steam, right? But I know a lot of people are using it, but there are something that I wish it could have, but it didn't, right? So I started to think about how I can make it happen, and I did some research. The documents about Steam wasn't really good at the time, but I still managed to figure things out. So I very quickly built out a prototype, and we launched it I think in April 2018, April last year, at Steam Creators Conference. So basically, I wanted to so first, like in the beginning, it was a very simple idea. I just wanted to make something that I can use, right? I want to make something that I want to make an app that I can easily use to see what's going on Steam blockchain, to be able to upvote, comment, get notifications, interact with people. So yeah.
Yeah, and maybe also you wanted to make Steam look more easier, because I think a lot of people love Partiko because it's easy to use.
Sure. I mean, yeah. In the beginning, it was just for me, but then I realized, okay, this is something that people actually do appreciate, right? So the more feature I built into Particle, and the more I think about, and the more users we have, the more I think about, how can I, take a bigger responsibility and make the Steam ecosystem even better. So it's not just about making an easy to use app. It's also about helping those people that really need help. But for example, we like on a weekly basis, we delegate Steam power to many Steam users, right? So when we realize they are having trouble upvoting or commenting, we delegate some Steam power to them just to help them. And also we work with a lot of content creators or organizers, community organizers in a Steam, in a Steam blockchain, to like we sponsor their events, things like that, to help more Steamians, and also trying to bring more Steam users on board. That's actually the hardest part, because there are so many things you need to explain when you onboard when you onboard a non-crypto user, and we're still thinking about how to solve that. Yeah.
Yeah. So what about the name of Partiko? Where it come from, or what does it mean? Partiko. It's not from
I mean,
the word part or something like that.
yeah, it's paid article, so it's kind of a we're combining the two words, and first we wanted to call it particle, like atom particle. So, but we feel like we wanted to tweak the word a little bit so that it's more easily recognizable.
Yeah, that's great. And also, only I have this question: only Steam users can use Partiko, or anyone from, for example, I don't know, from Android community? There are a lot of people, because it's on Google Store and or Play Store, and it could be found by anyone.
Yeah, so currently, like when we talk to people, we still say it's like invite only mode. When we talk to like non-Steam or normal people, we tell them Particle is under invite only mode, because only people with Steam account can use Particle. That's still the case. We did a kind of a what do you call it? Like a sprint session earlier in March, and we were trying to figure out if we can build an experience that's seamless across Steam and non-Steam users. Basically, allow people with Facebook and Google accounts to log in Partiko as a centralized app, and they can see what's going on Steam, and they can upvote or comment them. But all their operations will be recorded into the Partiko database until up to a point where they see all these people are making money, and they also want to make money, and we will help them get a Steam account. So this is the plan. So this actually takes longer to execute than we thought, because when new people come, when new people open this app, all they see is Steam related or Steam/crypto related content. That doesn't resonate with a lot of people. I mean, there are billions of mobile users on on the internet, but only a very, very few of them knows crypto, right? So the overall audience is still limited in the crypto space. So that's something we have to deal with, because there's only like tens of millions of crypto users out there, and the market wasn't really good. I mean, it picked up a little bit these days, but we have to see. So creating an experience for a non-crypto user, or don't think about non-crypto user for a while and only focus on the crypto people. So either way, it's going to be really hard. So we will need to spend more time to think about how we do it.
And do you have numbers or statistics about people who joined the Steam through Partiko?
Oh yeah. So right now we're onboarding about like 20 to 50 users every day.
Wow.
Via Partiko. We're giving out free accounts to them. I mean, thanks to the community, we have like 250,000 Steam powers, so we're able to generate dozens of free accounts every day. So it's that can help us break even. So and a lot of them tend to have a lot very good experience, because this app is fairly easy to navigate, and we also monitor their Steam power. If they are running out of Steam power, we also delegate some to them to make sure they have a good experience.
Yeah, that's really great. So the last question I want to ask is about tips. So what are the tips that you can give to Steamians to improve and to grow?
Interesting. So I think a lot of people are on Steam like for the money. I mean, it's not it's not something it's definitely not easy, right? I mean, I know people tend to stay because they made a lot of friends, but also people keep posting because they can earn some money. The easy way is to buy some Steam power. Like if you have, say, like 5,000 Steam power, I mean, you can make a few bucks every week if you're just posting and upvoting yourself, right? But what about for those people who don't have that much Steam power? I would think I would suggest people to I think there are some resources that people can go to, like communities on the Steam blockchain. People usually talk about things in Discord. So there's a lot of communities in Discord where people can join and find other people who can help them. I think the PAL, the Peace of Abundance and Liberty Discord is a very good one. Helpy is also very helpful, and I know Steam Savvy. Those are very good, and also I know you're the founder of like D Corporation, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, and all these communities, those people need to I would really recommend people to join those communities and talk to people, what people are doing, like make some friends. Sometimes it's not about making content from the very beginning. A lot of people would assume the content they produce will be appreciated by some people, but that's usually not the case. Even if you're a YouTuber, if you just make something that you think is great, that's usually not going to be accepted by a lot of people. Sometimes you do need to talk to people, ask for their feedback, figure out who your audience is, right? And be consistent. Keep making changes to the content you create, and or if Steam is also a very good social tool, especially if you use mobile apps like Partiko. It's really easy to find people. It's really easy to follow them. It's really easy to see their posts, make comments. So if you just want to meet some cool people in the crypto space, that's also that's probably going to be a little easier. So
yeah, and Partiko is also something like a community, yes.
Yeah, we do have a community, but we don't talk much in the Discord channel. Mm-hmm. So we add a little icon in the Partiko comment. So if a Partiko user makes a comment in Partiko, there will be like a little badge under their comment. Mm-hmm. So Partiko users know the other person is from Partiko. So they usually talk with each other, by commenting on the Steam blockchain. And every time we make a post, every time we make an announcement, like a lot of people, like at least like 30 or 40 people will respond. That shows how closely the Partiko community is tied together.
Yeah. And do you have a Discord server for Partiko?
Yeah, sure. So I can send you the link, and you can put it
that's
down.
Great. Are you also promoting Partiko in other social media like Twitter, Facebook, etc.?
We're promoting on Twitter. We don't have a strong appearance on Facebook, so it's mainly just on Twitter right now.
Maybe some YouTube videos, no?
YouTube videos. We do have. I mean, if you search Partiko on YouTube, you can actually find a lot of videos that people make about Partiko. We don't officially make videos on YouTube because simply because we don't have that much bandwidth.
Yeah. But I like the fact that the detailed videos are playable in Partiko, and that's very good.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think that's something a lot of people need, and that also comes really handy when we use Partiko ourselves.
Yeah. So thank you very much for this nice interview. I hope to see you more in the future as well. Maybe you have something new in Partiko, or you will also create something new. So thank you very much for this interview.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you everybody for watching. Goodbye.